The Dundee Stars played the Nottingham Panthers on Friday 1st of March. This was the first game of 3 in 3 nights for Nottingham up in Scotland. Dundee Friday, Fife on Saturday, finally Edinburgh on Sunday, and they got off to a good start and skated ever nearer to their first title in over 50 years after another road display where they gave their hosts very little in the way of encouragement that the solid defence that has served them so well this season was in any way wavering. Stars held in there for the opening period, although they were well outshot by 19-8, but a quick fire scoring burst for Panthers with 2 goals in the opening minute of the second period settled them down, and there was only going to be one result after that. Only 11 seconds from the start of the second period and David Clark broke the deadlock as he fired past the ever impressive Nick Riopel between the home pipes. Then another 26 seconds on and it was 2-0 Panthers with David Ling getting in on the act. The Stars recovered well and did go close a few times after that, but the Killer's third Panthers goal set them back considerably, with Josh Ward scoring only his second goal of the season at 30-11 to complete the period scoring and leave his side in a commanding position. Stars were given an early glimmer of hope in the opening minute of the third session when AJ McLean fired home after only 26 seconds. Try as they might, it always looked like Panthers had something in reserve, and having kept out all Stars could throw at them, Panthers ended the game on a high by scoring a fourth at 58-41 with Kelsey Wilson on target to ensure his side picked up their first 2 points of their 3 games in 3 nights trip to Scotland. Dundee Stars man of the match Greg Moore, Nottingham Panthers man of the match Kelsey Wilson. Final score: Dundee Stars 1, Nottingham Panthers 4.
So we're here at the end of the second period and it's 3-0 to Nottingham Panthers, and I'm joined by
Rosie Cameron,
Neil Cameron,
Darren,
Ethel Robertson,
Diane.
Can I ask you what team it is you support?
Nottingham Panthers.
If I can ask you, who's your favourite Stars player at the minute and why, who would you say?
It's a tough one. I think probably some of the quieter names, ones that work away in the background. Sam McCluskey, who's not playing tonight, I'm disappointed by that. I think Doug Krantz, he stepped up to do some forwards the last few weeks, he's been really good, and Janis Oslands is coming on really quite well. I'd like to see him score a few more.
Sammy Ryanhan, I think, because of just the speed and the skill that he's got. I mean, he looks like a player that doesn't really do very much, but on the stats he's absolutely brilliant, you know.
Who's your favourite Nottingham Panthers player and why?
Oh, favourite Panther, apart from your polar bear tonight, it's got to be Ling. Has to be Ling. Basically, he's entertaining, good player, and yeah, makes the team what it is, I think.
That would be Eric Werner, because he's the most hard-working, gives 100% every game.
How do you think the Stars season's gone so far?
Not too bad. To begin with, they seem to be alright, but I think they've had a lot of problems, maybe with just sort of folk being injured and just folk being put out of the team. I think since Tim went away, that has changed a whole lot. I think that they don't think they're the same team, really.
How have you felt your season's went so far?
Excellent. We've got a great team this year. Corrie's put together the best team we've seen in a long, long while.
Have you enjoyed the season so far with the Panthers?
What do you think? Yeah, beating Steelers, that's what it's about.
It's Ross McIntosh, play forward and Dundee Stars.
And how did you first get into the Stars and into this team?
I played amateur for the Comets the first year the Stars played Elite League, and then I don't know, I must have just got spotted. The next season I was asked to sign, and then the season after that, which is this season, I asked us to re-sign again, so it's a good experience to sign professional.
Some players at teams, the Scottish guys, are finding it hard to get in teams just now with an increased level, maybe import quality and that kind of stuff. Do you think it's harder for Scottish guys to get in teams at the moment?
Yeah, it is, of course, because these imports come over there, you know, it's their sport. Scottish guys have got to work hard, mostly third line guys, you know, don't get as much ice time, but you just got to work hard.
How frustrating is that?
It can be frustrating if you're not playing regularly, like these imports guys, but you just got to be ready all the time, ready to go when you're called upon, basically.
And is there positives to training and playing with the imports for that?
Oh yeah, even training, you just get so much faster and sharper, and you learn a lot from all the experienced imports and that, so it's good.
Obviously this league is quite hard to attract fans to it sometimes, and a lot of teams are trying as much as they can to get people. What do you think could be done to make the league more mainstream, like football here?
I don't know, it's always going to be hard because it's a minority sport. It's just, I don't even know if I've got an answer for that. It's just advertisement, try and get it on the TV, and well, try and get it on the TV more regularly. once fans come along to the games, you're usually hooked, you know, just getting fans through the door. But I think once new fans come, that's it, they're hooked and continue to come. But just getting that out there, getting them out there, it's quite hard.
Because obviously like, football kind of peaked massively, even though it's been a massive sport, but when it went on Sky and things like that, it really peaked and kind of made people start studying names and hold names to people. Do you think that's what ice hockey needs?
Yeah, I think we need more like publicity on the TV, because although it's a hard game to watch on the TV, but it's also still about like, advertisement really, like in the Overgate and that, you could just get advertisements put up and fans are bored on a Sunday night, they can come along and that's it, people through the door. But I think TV's probably a big issue. Get it on the TV, guys. People watch it and just want to try it out, maybe.
So how positive a future do you think ice hockey has got in Scotland?
I think it's on the rise. Like from when I started playing, nobody'd heard of it really. But over the last couple of years, with four Scottish teams in the Elite League, it's really helped bring fans in. That there's more teams in Scotland at a professional level. Helps bring fans through the door.
Mark McGill, backup netminder, Dundee Stars.
How did you get into the Stars?
It was back about 4 years ago when Bobby Haig was the coach. Bobby Haig was also the Scotland coach, and I was playing for Edinburgh at the time, and he picked me to be the Scotland goalie. So after he seen me playing for Scotland, he liked how I played and just asked me to come here, and that's how I started playing for the Stars.
Obviously being the backup keeper just now, do you find it quite hard getting opportunities, or do you still keep motivated when that...
Well, you've always got to keep motivated. I know what my job is. I know that I'm not going to get a lot of ice time, but I need to keep motivated in case I do have to step up at any time.
What is the positives of being able to play with guys and maybe even learn some stuff from people like Nick Riepel and that? What's that?
Oh yeah, he's a great goalie. He's always helping me out with practice and stuff, telling me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and it's really helpful.
Is there any negatives to playing for like a team like the Stars, maybe when you haven't got an opportunity to play at the moment?
Nah, not really. There's no negatives to everything. I know what my job is, you know. I know I signed to be the backup, and I know what I'm expected of me.
In like this league at the moment, a lot of teams are trying to push to get more fans involved and kind of catch more of an audience. What do you think can maybe be done to get more fans out?
Well, I don't know, because we do quite a lot, you know. We go to schools, visit schools, try and get kids involved and stuff, but I don't know how to get people involved.
Do you think maybe more TV coverage would be good for the league?
That would be great for the league if we could get more than just a Friday night slot, and maybe they could actually cover like full games. Would be nice. That's what I think they should do. Sky Sports.
Matthew Baxter and defence.
I was going to ask you how you got involved in the Stars in the first place and how that came about.
I was just kind of at home, just trying to figure out what I was going to do for the upcoming year, and Hutchie messaged me, and it looked like a good fit. I liked what he was doing with the team, and I liked his outlook and game plan kind of for the year. So I weighed my options, and there's some interest elsewhere, but I felt Dundee was the best spot for me. And I'm happy with my decision. I've had a great time this year.
And what do you think of this league as a whole?
It's good. It's good. It's between the two conferences. There's quite a big difference, a big gap in the skill level, just mainly because of the way the salary caps work. But that's the way it is. And you know what? Other than that, I liked what they did with the conferences, because it makes you see how tight our conference is. Anyone can win at any game. So I think the league's good, though. The league's good. It's going to attract some good young talent for next years to come. So I'm happy I'm here.
And if I ask you, obviously there's moves by every team to try and attract more fans to this league, and probably make ice hockey more popular in Scotland as a whole. And what do you think they should maybe do to try and get the sport more popular in Scotland?
Yeah, I think it's got to start with the grassroots. With the young kids coming up, get them out playing more. Putting more into youth programs and getting more kids playing hockey and introduced to the sport. Because once you get introduced to it, you fall in love with it. And like I said, if they start with the fan base at the young age and coming up, then I think you'll see a big boom in the interest in hockey in Scotland.
Do you think if there was more TV coverage that could maybe help it in some way, similar to maybe like soccer or football?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It'd be great if you could, I know our games aren't televised, but I think that it couldn't hurt us, get us more coverage in Scotland, especially in Dundee. And, people see us on TV and then maybe, want to come check out a game. So, yeah, I think it could only be a good thing.
Ridge FM, sponsors of Jeff Hutchins and the Dundee CCS Stars ice hockey team. Our sports commentators will be at the next home game. Listen out for the highlights on the station of the Stars, Ridge FM.